Hey everyone, Mark and Joey here from the Ultimate Sports Channel and theultimatesportschannel.com. Head over there and you'll see everything about racing as we talk about at the beginning of most of our videos. Visit the website, it's a really cool website, and get a chance to also look at our sponsors there. However, we are starting a new feature which we talked about on video 1, so head back there. We won't bore you with the intro again. But this is about horse racing, the Ultimate Horse Racing Channel. We're going to talk everything horse racing because, Joey, we love it. We love the sport. You'll hear about that in the first episode. But let's get to episode 2 here. We're going to talk about how you wager. So we talked about how you get to the track, why you should go to the track, how much fun it is. Now we've got to talk about the fact you've actually gone to the track. You'd like to put a couple dollars down on a horse. Joey, you're very adept at the electronic side. Yeah. So being as old as I am, even though I'm pretty adept electronically, I used to play the way it was 20, 30, 40 years ago, where you went up to a window and actually asked someone for a bet. Yeah. And guess what? That's still available to you, so you don't even have to be nervous. So what I'm going to do first here is just talk a little bit about that betting concept, Joe, and people can bet a number of bets. So there's win, play, show. Maybe you can explain some of that to them.
All right. Well, let's start with the basics. So win, play, show is basically first, second, third, and the win is the win. Place means second. Show means third in horse racing, and really what you do here is, obviously your odds get down less. So there's what you're gonna bet, and usually go by $2. So you bet $2 on this horse to win. You get back this. So $2 on a 10-to-1 shot, you're going to get back $22. Right. Or $2 plus your $20 for the win. And then, you go place to be able to half that, show it be a little less than that. So basically,
so you don't we're going to do that in more in-depth in an actual show itself.
Right.
So that's kind of the bets. And then there's I don't know, 100 more you can do, exactors.
There's 100 more, but so I'll get in a little bit.
You don't need to do that.
For fun, I'd say, bet, win, play, show. So first, second, third. Go up there, just bet $2 or whatever you want to do, and get a chance and cheer for your horse finish in the top 3, and you win. You don't have to worry about the odds or the math that I just said. Really, just know you can go bet first, second, or third. If they finish in there, you're going to win some money. Bet as much as you want. It's all good. There's a lot of fun stuff with exactors, which means you need to get the top 2 horses right.
We're going to talk about that.
So you're
picking,
that's an in-depth process. Then you got the top 3. Which is a lot of fun, top 4, and so on and so forth. So lots of fun to do. You almost pick the winner of one race, the winner of the next race, put it together, and try to win that. But yes, for all the amateurs out there, you go to horse racing, you want to just have some fun. I'd take $2, pick a horse to win, which is simple, cheer for it to win, and hopefully it gets it done there. But yes, there's a lot to bet in horse racing, but there can be some simple stuff you do. If you want to go one time only, or maybe once a week, but more for family, more for fun, more for entertainment, as you talked about in another video, instead of gambling, but you still want to pick a horse or two, that's all you have to do.
And in these early stages here, we're trying to encourage people to come to the racetrack, just like we do, and we're going to get more in depth as we get further along, because there's a lot. But I would say, if you're betting win, play, show, you're going to be comfortable doing that in the early stages, trying to figure out which horse might win. Lots of ways to look at that. But I want to talk a little bit about, the most scary part for most people is walking up to a window and not knowing what to say. You remember the first time, when you turned 19, well, in Canada 18, and went up there and made that first bet, you're wondering, how do I say it? What do I tell them? So let's talk about that for just a second. Then I'm going to get Joe to talk about the online process that's there as well. But if you're going to the racetrack, it's very simple. You go up to the window. First thing you do is tell them what racetrack. So you're at the track and you're thinking, well, of course they know where I am. Except for the fact there's 20 other racetracks racing across North America at the same time. Right. And they're able to take wagers on every racetrack that's running at that time. So you need to clarify where you are. So let's say you're at Woodbine, which is our home thoroughbred track. You just go up there and say, Woodbine Racetrack. That'd be the first thing to say. Now they know you want to bet on Woodbine. The next thing that's important is what race. Now, again, you're going to think, well, they should know what race it is. I mean, I'm coming up and the race is about to happen. But you can bet ahead on the races. You can bet multiple bets Joey's going to go into and we're going to talk about. Yeah. But the main thing is you just tell them you want race 1.
So, guys, I walk up, $5, hi, sir, Woodbine race 1, number 1, $5 to win. That's kind of how it does. It's very simple that way. That's the non-online process. That's the way now if you're live. You don't want to do that live. You go to someone at the window. That's as simple as it is.
And by the way, they will be helpful. I mean, if you're struggling a little bit, they'll say, hey, what race do you want?
Now, I must admit, even around most tracks these days, they will go to machines. So now machines, you put your $5 in the machine, You go boop, boop, boop.
Well,
you get
that's
your horse to win.
So good point. I want to get to that next.
Okay.
So that's the process. Go to a live person. They exist at every track. So go there if you're new. They will help you out. Go and bet early. Here's one caution I want to give you. If you need some help or you feel a little nervous, go early, like with 5 minutes to go before the race, because there'll be a whole bunch of people there at race time, and they're not very happy.
Yeah, I'd even go 10 minutes. If you're learning and you are picking just for fun, I'd go 10 minutes before the next race goes. Get it over with. That's when they will help you. There will be no one behind you, and that's when you'll feel safe to go up and do it, obviously, there. And, when you're just picking to win, you know exactly how much to bring to the window, how much to give them. So, that part's very, very
And the other thing that's important is you will hear people talk about cards. You'll hear the track themselves talking about card, which is nothing more than a gift card, essentially. But you do have to give cash in when you're betting at the window with the live person. So make sure you've got some cash with you to make your wagers with when you're doing that. Now, Joey, so that's cash. You come up to me, you're talking to me. Let's talk about the next step, which there are actually machines there. Not online, but actual machines to make bets, which are quicker once you learn them a little bit. There's tons of them around, so you never hit someone's way typically. Talk about the machines themselves.
Well, yeah, and truthfully, these machines are kind of, you might only get one or two live humans taking bets now because these machines, they're not that difficult. You put your money in the machine. You find your track, click on it, click on, I want to bet win, and click on win, and then click on the horse you want.
It's the same process, just not
exact same process without talking, and you're just doing it through a machine. It's very simple, though. All the tracks are there. All the types of bets are there. You put in whatever money you want to spend, and then you pick the horse, and you pick place. And really, when you do that, you'll get a ticket. And when you get a ticket, you go watch the race. If it wins, you just go back to a machine, put in your ticket, and they will give you your money back. So
in paper.
In paper.
Then you have to go to the cashier to get it.
They'll give you another ticket with what you won.
Yeah.
Then you go cash it in. So it's a little bit of a longer process, but it's just as good.
You can rebet on that ticket.
Well, you can do all
so
that.
if it's early in the day and you're not planning to cash out, that ticket gives you your total value that you have left. So once you put in $10, let's say you bet $2 and you win 15, they add that 15 to your account. So now you got $23, let's say $25. To be betting future into the day. So you don't have to cash it every time, only when you're ready to leave the racetrack. So the machines are very convenient as well. Once you do it one time, it's not that hard. And most tracks these days have a host or hostess around that can help you on how to do that. Sure. So see them. It's a very convenient way to do it. It's it's part of not having to go up to a live person with people standing behind you to make your wager. So number one, you can go up and talk to a person. Number two, you can go on a machine. Number three gets a little bit more challenging, Joey, and every racetrack has it these days. It's online. You get a betting account, and you actually bet through your phone because you've got an account now that has money in it, and you're not actually cashing anything out. It's a live
so
account.
If you have a live account online on your phone or on your computer, we use HBI Bet. I don't know what exactly is at each track. They all have their own site though these days. Everyone's online. You just go to the site, create an account, deposit. Very simple, credit card, bank, whatever.
And you will see the URL at every racetrack. They have advertising everywhere to get their card.
Yeah, so you do that. Once you have it really set up on your phone or on your laptop and you have an account on this website, it's very simple. You have money in there. You bet it, and then, if you win, it goes right in there, and then you can withdraw, deposit, all that good stuff. So many different ways now to bet. But mostly online these days, or live is probably going to be a machine. But if your first time you can probably go up to the human up there. It could be easier. But yes, the machines online are very easy once you do one time through. I tell you, it's definitely a better way to go. And your winnings are guaranteed to be right there.
Well, on big days, too, you can also keep your spot at the rail. Because you don't have to leave the bet. You can bet right on your phone, and we can keep your good spot. We like to get near. Actually, we like two spots when we go to the races. The starting of the race, and whenever you can get the starting gate and thoroughbred right in front of you, or you got a certain track for the harness, you can have them right in front of you starting. That's always very exciting. But certainly being near the finish line is a great place to be, so you can see exactly how that horse, you're cheering your horse on, you see them directly across from you. There's lots of photo finishes that you can't even tell who's won the race, which is pretty exciting as well.
Definitely.
So three ways, and here's one other way. On the what Joey's talking about on the wagering online, you also get a video of the race, Joe. So you can watch it.
Yeah,
when you're on the track.
I'm actually on a site right now. You know, I'm looking at horses. I'm also, if you want to get more in depth, you can keep track of horses fairly easy. Search
and
for
we're gonna go through the
your
great
favorite
thing
driver
online.
or jockey and stuff. But yeah, you get to watch the video. Watch the video for free. Usually no problem on any site. So whatever you are, if you enjoy horse racing, watch for free. If you make a bet at other tracks, by the way, this is something you'll notice when you get online, is you can bet any track basically around North America.
Like 20 or more running every day.
You can watch those tracks too. Make bets there and at your track as well. So yes, very good stuff. And yes, it's a good way to get into the game, stay connected, and more importantly, probably it's an easier process from the fact that it will keep track of your money. Kind of, it's just a lot simpler. I feel like once you go through it once. So get on a site, whatever site it is, deposit, guys. You can bet on your track, whatever, when you stay there, and then watch all the video you want of horses around the world. There's always great races, whether you bet on it or not.
That's a good point. You just said around the world. Europe, you were watching one in Australia, Sweden, all these. So that's another cool thing is horse racing is worldwide. So while you spend Sunday watching football, you can watch races every single day. Most TV channels now have a racing network as part of their offering. Whether it's part of your package, usually you have to buy it as a separate package, but it's not that expensive. For a whole month's worth of entertainment, you can flip over, watch a race anytime you want, and have fun doing that. Once you've been to the racetrack, I would say one time. If you're a guy or a girl who's going to go back and spend more time, enjoyed it, whatever, you'll get online pretty quickly. It's easy to do. Saves you going up to the person or going up to the terminal at the racetrack, wherever you happen to be. If you're sitting at dinner with your friends there, it's kind of nice to just wager not to leave the table all the time.
Well, so I'm going to quickly show you guys what my site looks like. So you see here, I got a video of a race going on here. So very cool. It's in Philadelphia. I'm in Myrtle Beach. So it's a very cool process. It really opens you up to the world of horse racing. It's a lot of fun and great to see. And like I said, I can follow horses that I love, people that I know. And that's also the great thing about horse racing. When you start going to your track, you're going to run into some people, and it's going to be fun to follow them around the world. We like to follow, football players, basketball players. You can follow maybe a horse or a jockey, which is, by the way, it's the little guy on top of the horse.
Yeah.
If you get to know him,
or an arms racing is a driver.
Right. We actually have some friends that are drivers,
that.
so we'll get into that too. But yes, so lots of great stuff here with betting sites or being live. I think this is obviously the future of everything is going on the internet. So very, very cool.
And I will tell you as well, on the site that Joey you're on, there's a lot of help in picking a horse.
Definitely.
They the top guy, whoever they pick, gives a whole description of horses at the track. So if you want to go there with friends and for dinner, you don't spend your whole night with your nose in the program. You'll have notes from a guy who can just quickly read a note. You can print it off ahead of time. We've done that often when we go to dinner. So we can quickly look at the notes. When you got a couple of people who are maybe newbies or haven't been to the track a lot, it's nice to have a note. You can just hand it to them. They don't have to read the program. They read a couple notes about each horse, and that helps them pick a horse. That's really what everybody just wants to do easily. You're there to enjoy friends if you're up in the dining room. But if you're at the track and you're there, you know what? There's a lot of complications to a program. We know
there
that.
is. So, and it can overwhelm you. So something like this, there's something called Brisbane on our site. I'm sure there's something like I said locally. But yeah, definitely it gives you something to play with while you're there for fun.
Yeah, for sure. And so take a look at all of those tools if you're going out to the racetrack to help you enjoy your night. But simply, if you're a first timer, pick a horse by name, whatever, comment, you like the look of the horse, whatever it may be, put your money down to win on the horse, and you're going to have fun either way with the entertainment part of it. And so that's going to be a big part of your enjoyment, is obviously being able to wager on a race, and hopefully you'll win one. We've seen stranger things have happened. I took my friends to the races. They were betting $1 exactor boxes, which we'll explain later, and won over $1,000 one time, and I'm standing there as kind of the helper, and I didn't win anything that night. So you can go there as a complete newbie and have a really nice payoff, and there are bets once you get into it that pay off quite handsomely, and we'll talk more about those as we
that's why,
get
guys,
more in depth.
Go live first. It's a great experience. Go up to a person, a teller, they call it. I think, do they call it tellers?
Well, yeah, but they will also have people around that are there to help you.
So go up there, do that first. But yeah, once you get online, I think it will really just open your eyes to the coolness of this sport. You talk about help. talk about the different tracks, talk about where some of this is taking place. So cool. And next time you know, you might be traveling, you might want to go to a track. So wherever you are, even on a vacation somewhere around the world, you don't know, but it's a really cool experience. So get in tune with horse racing. I think there's lots of cool stuff for people to see, learn, and really watch. And obviously, they're just the biggest animals, like kind of get up close personal with, and seeing them run, the thundering sound of them coming down the stretch is very, very cool live. So I definitely recommend all this, and hopefully this has made it a little bit easier to understand that, first of all, there's lots of you, lots of first timers.
Hopefully we've inspired you if nothing else. It's hard to teach you everything on a video like this, but if we've inspired you to go, that'd be great. You go to the track, you learn all this stuff. There's someone there who'll talk to you about it, and you'll just learn as you go. And if you get to like it, you'll read it. There's tons of information online, as there is for most subjects. You can do that as well. So there you are. That's a little bit about how do you make a bet when you go to the racetrack if you're not used to it, and some of the other tools that are available to you when you go to the racetrack. So get out and enjoy it. It's not that difficult when you're getting started. Live, a machine at the track, or online, which is the best way to do it. You can learn all of those things pretty quickly. Again, enjoy a trip to the track. You'll love it. And we'll be back with another subject here on horse racing as we go into episode number 3.